Hello, my name is Angela Taylor Smith. I'm a member of the Dogwood Chapter 224. I have served in many roles for my local chapter and ANNA. I have served as a chapter president-elect for 2 years, chapter president for 3 years, currently outgoing chapter secretary for 2 years. I have served on the ANNA National Conference Committee for 2 years, and I'm currently serving on the ESRD Health Information Technology Coalition, Home Therapy SPIN, Award and Scholarship Committee, and incoming for Assist Chapter Support Team. The title of my presentation is Pass the Task, Delegating Tasks to Chapter Volunteers. We only have so much time in a day. You have only so many hours in a day and left with many tasks you can't complete. You may try to complete these tasks which keep you up during the night or up in the early morning, leaving you tired, restless, frustrated, and overwhelmed. If this is you, stop. You only have so much time in a day. The objectives of this presentation is to define delegation, state the goals for delegating, recognizing when you should delegate to chapter members, recognizing the barriers to delegation, identify steps in delegation, and recognize and reward your team. President Theodore Roosevelt said it best. The best executive is one who has sense enough to pick good people to do what he wants done, and self-restraint enough to keep from meddling with them while they do it. President Theodore Roosevelt. You are limiting yourself to a wonderful world called life or enjoying your life because of fear of delegating to others. You will feel more enjoyment when you become a coach and teach those who are teachable and willing to work together as a team to complete a specific task, and your team will become successful. Delegation means the assignment of responsibility, authority to another person, normally from a manager to a subordinate, to carry out specific activities. The leader remains accountable for the outcome of the delegated work. In your chapter, you have many seeds looking for the opportunity to grow and flourish as a chapter member of ANNA. The reason why you want to delegate because it benefits you as a chapter leader. It eases work pressure, not dominated by minor details, increased time for primary responsibilities, increased time for self-development. The benefits for the volunteer members is to give them a challenge and pique their interest to want to do more. We want our members to stop being poor, meaning passing over opportunities repeatedly, when ANA has so much to offer. Here are some of the top 10 reasons why you should delegate. You don't have enough time. You feel that you don't have anyone that can help you. You will not make the deadline date. You don't understand how to do the project. Your work may interfere with the task that you need to get done. It's only one, which is you, who knows how to do it. You want to do it your way. It's too much for one person to handle. You're scared someone may find you incompetent, and your family needs you. As a chapter leader, you must be willing to ask for help. Be willing to seek others and give him or her the opportunity to assist you, and willing to let go of the tasks you are delegating. A team approach is needed to help reduce stress and complete tasks in a timely manner. Delegation helps to manage time constraints on completing a task, reduce the stress on one individual, encourage chapter members' involvement and commitment in your chapter, recruit and develop new chapter leaders, use the skills and resources you already have available among your chapter members. And it also helps to prevent burnout due to recycling of your leaders or volunteers. Recognize when you should delegate to others. Review the goals or tasks that needs to be completed. Review the time constraints and barriers to completing the goal or task. Identify or seek individuals who are willing to help. What delegation can do for you? It frees up time for planning and organizing. It helps you learn to manage and develop members. It keeps you from spreading yourself too thin. It encourages open communication and trust, and it can show you a better way. A chapter leader must recognize the barriers to get the task completed. Identify problems that may affect the task or goal. Lack of skill set among volunteers. This is very important. An effective leader needs to be aware of the talent and skills and abilities of the volunteer and what the volunteer is willing to commit to. Communication challenges among the team. Addressing your own barriers. Lack of clear goals for the project. Recognizing possible power struggles in the group. Time restraints, and knowing that volunteers may drop the ball. Steps to delegating to chapter volunteers. As a chapter leader, identifying the steps in delegation is very important. It's important to identify the task at hand. Identify who is on your team that has the skills to complete the task and willing to commit to it. Develop a plan to complete the task, to complete projects by the deadline date. Ensure all team members understand the task. Identify the actions or strategies to execute the task. Delegate who will complete each task and follow up along the way to see how they are doing, to see if they need help or they need your mentorship along the way. After your project or task is completed, whether it's an educational meeting or completion of your chapter work plan or celebration for your chapter members, it is very important to reward your team. My chapter is very successful when it comes to rewarding our chapter officers, volunteers, or members. We celebrate. We hold 3 events out of the year celebrating our chapter success. After the ANA National Symposium, Nephrology Nurses Week, and the end of year celebration. Our chapter officers are also rewarded with token of appreciation, funding to ANA National Symposium or the ANA Fall Meeting, and more. So rewarding your team is very important. It applies the principles to empower and mentor your team. It encourages team members to share with other potential volunteers. Mentorship. This is very important in leadership. This was very important in my legacy as a chapter president. This is why I changed the bylaws from 1 year of being a chapter officer to 2 years, because in the first year you're learning. In the second year you're ready to flourish. Plan a special event for your team. Give your team member verbal and written thanks upon completion. Reward your team. As a team, we will all be successful. So chapter leaders, hand over the keys to success and your team will be successful. Thank you.